When I decided to give my writing a real chance, I signed up for a class and I walked in there really not knowing if I was going to be able to finish the book that I began thinking about before I signed up for the class. It wasn't even that I got mentorship, particularly, it was just a space where people were gathered who actually had the same dream that I had, which was to be published and to get a work
I
finished.
had this remarkable opportunity to spend time with a writer who had been there and done that, and she listened to me with no judgment, of course, and just was a great sounding board. And by the time I left that conference, I was completely committed to the idea of writing this novel that at that point was only in my head. And I went home and I started researching and writing a book.
I feel very much like in your regular everyday life, people sometimes don't understand what this dream really means to you. And to be in community with other writers who are at the same stage you are in, working through some of the common problems that we have when we begin writing. It is an incredibly edifying and inspiring time. I've had it myself, and I love it so much that I wanted to be a part of this.
Writing is such a solitary pursuit, and it can just eat you alive, right? You can go into your little hole and you never want to come out. And sometimes that can really, you can lose your way. And I think the great part about going to a writing retreat like this is that you've got all of these people surrounding you with love who are saying, keep going, keep going.
The way that we've thought about this, I wanted to make sure that we were giving an opportunity not only to write, but to learn craft through craft classes, to have your work reviewed by people who've had several novels published, and also your peers getting feedback. We also wanted, one-on-one time, just so you could actually ask the questions that you're maybe too afraid to ask of other people. Like you have access to two agented, published writers who are willing to give their time over a weekend to help you figure out what the problems are in your work and hopefully leave inspired.
You might be a beginning writer who has never shared your work, or you might be a person who has published three novels. And either way, you can benefit from the community, you can benefit from the camaraderie, you can benefit from eating delicious food in a beautiful setting, and you can also just benefit from looking at your work through a different lens.
I've been lucky enough to have several retreats, writing retreats at Great Oak Manor. It is on the bay. It is a beautiful setting. The hills and the land. There are mornings when I just take a long walk, and I don't know many writers who don't do walking, and it is an incredible opportunity to think through what you're doing on the page. Great Oak has a wonderful culinary experience too, so you're not ever going to be hungry, and the food is going to be amazing. It's incredible and an unimaginable experience, and you're going to love it.
For anyone who is nervous about taking this leap, I say do it. It sounds scary to share your work. It sounds scary to share your work with a bunch of people you don't know, but I promise it works. Somehow we create this special little community where we all feel nurtured and respected, and the result can be really magical.